throughout those years.
Where were the
Or
monies?
where were the money?
Is an agenda, you want an agenda or no?
No, I
Sure.
agree.
Do you have another agenda for the gentleman? Oh, it's okay, they make copies
So,
for us.
El niño.
I'd like to know a little bit about the program, if they can explain, why they're requesting all these funds.
Okay, Dan.
You ready?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Could I entertain a motion to call order the meeting of the Pharr Community Development, February 7th, 2019?
So move.
Do I have a second? Okay. We have a roll call?
Here?
Here.
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 Here?
Here.
Here.
Do I have a motion to excuse the absent?
Yes?
Yes.
Do I have a second?
A second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, now we begin our public.
Public hearing. Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you again for taking the time from your busy schedules to be here. Raul Garza, your Grants Manager and Community Development Director. It's that time of the year again. We're working on our present year right now, which is 2018, 2019. We were already looking forward to 2019, 2020. So what do we do? The process for CDBG is that we start off with a public hearing, and this public hearing is for the purpose of letting the community speak to us and let us know what they want for this next coming year, what changes they want to see, where they want to put that money, and to see, and then we'll look at it and see if it qualifies under CDBG rules and requirements. So that's the purpose of this public hearing. So we've got about 3 items that we want to touch base with regards to the public hearing. The first one is A, which is the citizen participation and discussion concerning the community needs and priorities in the development of the one-year action plan for 2019 and the August 2019 submission to the U.S. Department of the Housing and Urban Development. So this is what we get the community input on what we're going to do for next year. And I believe we have one participant who would like to speak? Or don't have to. Okay. At this point in time, we don't have anyone else or that would like to speak on behalf of the community. So what we'll do is we'll continue with the process of planning for 2019, 2020, and that'll be the next step, start getting the applications and all that stuff, correct, Jim? Okay. Anything else? No. Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll continue with our process. And then we do this as required by HUD. The second thing is B, and basically what happens here sometimes is some of the CDBG monies that we have appropriated to certain activities don't get spent. So what we have to do under the law from CDBG is we have to take that money from that activity and put it somewhere else so we can spend the money, because we sure don't want to give HUD back any money, so we want to make sure we save it and spend it. So we have 3 items here that we want to present to the public that we're going to be reallocating. Of the 3, we're going to omit one of them because we met with our HUD representative this morning, or earlier today, and we're going to use those monies for a different purpose, and I'll explain further. So line item B, the city plans to reallocate funds from previous years of community development block grant funds to the following 2018 activities. So under program administration, we're going to be taking $354,000, $354,115.38, and we're going to reallocate that to affordable homes, or allocate it in this particular case to affordable homes in South Texas. They're the ones that are doing all the reconstruction and rehabilitation homes, and they're doing a very good job. They're spending the money, so we want to feed them some more money so that they can go in there and continue what they're doing. Secondly, is $50,000 will be put into the demolition program here within the city of Pharr. Okay, that's what that program is. We give development services money for demolition of dilapidated buildings and buildings that are messed up. So we partner with them, and they get trash bins from Waste Management, and we put them at the homes of the residents, and they themselves fill it up with all the lumber and all that. And so we pay for those fees that Waste Management charges. And so I think, how much did we allocate this past year, Jim? 25,000, they used it all, right? So they're pretty busy with that, and that's one of HUD's programs, which is to eliminate blight, and it's a very good program, and the Development Services does a great job for us. So we're going to be allocating more money for them. The last one was Section 108 program income. We were going to reallocate that to something else, but under the direction of our Representative HUD, we're going to leave it there in that particular line item because we're going to be paying our note payment that we have for the Section 108 loan. And all these monies are coming from monies that were costs that were declared ineligible under monitoring review with HUD. So we have them in our piggy bank, and we just got to make sure we use them, and we got to use them pretty quick. So that's the purpose of the hearing on that part. And are there any questions on that?
I actually do have a question, Mr. Garza, I'm sorry. I'd like to know, okay, so these programs are being given these funds. Is there a reason why they're not using these funds, or?
On which particular case?
Well, on all three of them.
Yeah. No, well, what it is, yes, affordable homes, we originally gave them, how much, Tim? $100,000. They've already pretty much used it all up. So we're gonna give them more money so they can continue with the program. So we're just giving them more money to work with. These monies are coming from, what happened is, HUD came in and monitored our program for the last, since 2009. And they found some costs that we deducted that weren't eligible. So they said, you gotta pay it back. So we paid it back, we put it back in the kitty, the HUD kitty, and now we gotta spend those monies. So Affordable Homes has already spent their $100,000, and they're in a position to use more money. So we're taking this money and said, here, go ahead and spend this money on reconstruction and rehab. The same thing with the demolition program. We gave them $25,000. They've already used it up in the last, 3, 4, 6 months. And so they can use more money. So from this pot of money that was declared ineligible, we said, here's more money, go spend it. So it's basically, they are spending the money, okay? So they are using the money. We're putting it there because those are the people that use it the most, okay? So it goes fast. And the last one basically was the $127,000. That was from a program income that was generated from the aquatic center that we've got to spend. So we're gonna spend it right back and pay the note payment on that aquatic center. So it's just a transaction there.
Okay.
So, okay. And so we go on to C, citizen participation and discussion concerning the community needs and priorities in the development of the 5-year consolidated plan and strategy. The 5-year plan is something that HUD requires us to do, and that's a long-term vision of where the city wants to be and where they want to go in the next 5 years, from housing needs to infrastructure needs to just whatever vision they see how things are changing. And so we built a plan for 5 years, okay? And this plan allows us to follow a track and implement our CDBG monies in those areas of homelessness, housing, things of that nature. And so that 5-year plan goes hand in hand with our 1-year action plan that we do every year. And so it's like it's a guide that we use. And so the purpose of this is see if there's anybody in the community that wants to talk a little bit about where we want to be in 5 years from now. We're due again for another 5-year plan. So, and that's the purpose of this meeting. Any questions on the 5-year plan or anything else that we've have under consideration? Yes, sir.
You want us to go back and vote on these, we used to call them amendments on these monies that we're moving
Reallocation.
back to reallocate. We need to vote for those
This
items?
particular instance, there is no vote, right, because it's,
Yes, yeah, B, we need to vote on it, Mr. Garza.
then, okay. Well, then we'll entertain a motion on B, to reallocate, $354,115.38 to affordable homes and $50,000, to the demolition program for 2018. Motion?
You entertain a motion?
Yes, sir. Motion.
Move a second.
Aye. Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, great, so we're good. So that'll take care of that. Now we can do our in-house work and get that all squared away and get this money spent. They changed the format on us, but so we don't have new business here, but I'd like to touch base on some new business. First of all, just a real quick thing, a note on the 5-year plan. We're gonna be hiring a consultant, just to give you a little bit more information. that will help us develop this 5-year plan. And so we're gonna go out we're setting up bids to get 3 quotes, or whoever wants to submit a quote, and then we'll be able to get a professional to help us with this. And everybody does that, and it's pretty standard for the industry. So just to let you know about that. On new business, we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be hosting CDBG Week, April of 2019, which is coming up in a couple of months. And I think what we're going to be doing again is hosting all our subrecipients, all our nonprofit agencies downstairs, and we'll have the community come in, and they'll be able to show off, what they do and things of that nature. And so that's gonna be a pretty good deal. And also, in April was the Fair Housing Month. This is where we recognize all the housing authorities and things of that nature that help with governmental assistance for housing for our community. So Mr. Noel de Leon, who's the housing director for Pharr Housing Authority, will be here to accept that proclamation. And lastly, our guest of honor, Mr. Rafael Rivera, I think his birthday is this month, and we had a little gift for him, but we'll have to deliver it to him and stuff. And he's also, I think he's had 40 years of service with us, so we're very grateful to him, and we appreciate the fact that he's taken the time, as well as everyone else, to serve in that capacity. The last thing that I have here is it's that time of year. We need to figure out who's going to be with us and who wants to help us out for the next year. I think we have some terms expiring, so we need to renew that. I think we don't have to do it in public session, or we can close it up and then ask. So Sonia will be asking who wants to help us out, and I believe we have everybody except Rene. I think you're okay, and Mr. Gaitan, I think you're okay. So you still have to serve till 2020, but everyone else, we're asking you to consider helping us out again. And if you don't, we understand, but you're all good members, you're very knowledgeable members, and as we go forward, I'd like to continue to grow this thing and kind of give more information and allow you guys to have more input in this council that we have here. So we'll get with you here in a minute. So I don't have anything else unless anyone has anything else to share with us. Oh, I'm sorry, thank you. Okay, I appreciate that. We've added a new staff member, Mr. Carlos Montemayor. He was with finance, and we stole him. And so he has a degree in accounting, right? And a master's in business administration. So he's a welcome addition to our team. And it's gonna help us tremendously because we're understaffed. And this will help us just do a lot more things that we need to do and we want to do that'll help our program. So welcome, and we only work him from 7 to 7, so he's okay. So anyway, then at this point, we'll ask for adjournment. We'll ask for adjournment at this point.
That's what I was gonna do. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
We have a second?
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Or leave.
Ahí vámonos.
Okay, thank you very much, folks, and